Hello, everybody. Michele Amburgey here, the Awakener, one of many. And we're here for Spiritual Chit Chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm coming to you a little bit differently because I'm using Restream. And so I am trying some new things. So bear with me. I was a little bit late because I wanted to make sure everything was working. We have our chat here. So let me hang on just a minute. All right. We got all kinds of good stuff going on. And let's see, where are we? Let's see. I can see from my other device. We are on live. Yay, it worked. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Spiritual Chit Chat. I'm so excited to be here. Oh, yay. Well, Holly, thank you. Yeah, absolutely. And Kimberly's here. Hi, Kimberly. I'm so happy you guys are here. Go ahead when you write in the chat, just kind of let me know how you're doing. And I'm going to be checking back and forth to see and make sure it's working. Because what I'm attempting to do, hey Katrina, what I'm attempting to do is to stream into Facebook, my intuitive Michele Amburgey Facebook, and into YouTube at the same time, because I have a lot of people that are saying that they're missing the lives and they're missing the mini readings and everything, and so we want to make sure. Very cool. I know, Katrina, I haven't seen you. Thank you so much for coming back. Yeah, it's rough energies, but you want to know what, guys? This is part of what we're going to be talking about today for a little bit before we get to the mini readings, is we're going to be talking about how important it is. Hey, Laura. Very cool. This is exciting. What I wanted to talk about to get started is we want to talk about the multi-dimensionality of what we're going through right now. And Kimberly said, rough energies out there, and you aren't kidding, sister. It is. They are rough energies. But we are in this massive shift. And the shift that we're going through, this change that we're going through, is all about consciousness. Okay. And you guys have heard people talk about, oh, we're multidimensional beings. We live in multidimensional existence. And that's true too. So we're at a point right now where we're basically at a crossroads where we can choose any number of timelines that are being presented to us. And we can go down the holy hell, the world's coming to an end timeline. We can go through we're all going to get vaccinated to death timeline. We can go down the I'm choosing peace, love, and light timeline. We can go down the timeline that a lot of people are doing that are being like proactive preppers and preparing for some hardships, but with the consciousness that this too shall end. So there's a lot of timelines. There's a lot of scenarios that are being presented to us right now. There's so many different ways we can look at that. And so hey, Sharon, what I wanted to talk to you guys about is that we get to decide how this is happening. We get to decide where we're going to take our consciousness and how we're going to experience the next actually couple of years, but especially the next couple of months, because this is really where all these timelines kind of converging and we get to make a choice. So it's really important that we begin to understand that we really are steering the boat, that we are not, I'm going to say this in a little bit of a harsh way, but we are not victims of what they are doing. We really aren't. We can choose other ways. We can choose other ways of looking at it. We can choose other consciousnesses. We can choose the way we're going to experience this. there's so much out there, and I'm like a totally like big conspiracy theorist, right? It's like I look at all that stuff. I look at everything, the white hat, dark hats, all that kind of stuff. And what political leaders are doing, and this side of it and that side of it, and what other beings are doing. We've got a lot going on in this world that most people don't hear of in the mainstream media. And yet we hear a lot of stuff in the mainstream media that is scaring the pants off of everybody, right? There are a lot of people that are working towards the good. There are so many people that are using their hearts and their minds and their love to create something better. And that's what I want to talk about. We all need to get on the bandwagon of we are not looking out there to what our reality is. We're multidimensional. That's one reality. And yeah, that the scary one that they're putting out, that the world is collapsing and everything's crumbling and the leaders have gone crazy, and nobody knows what's going on, when people are doing stuff that nobody's calling them into accountability for and all that stuff. That's one timeline. But we also have the timeline of peace and love and harmony and standing your ground and saying no when something doesn't harmonize with you. And we can also I kind of do a couple little timelines. We're multidimensional, right? Where I'm preparing for the worst and keeping my focus on the best. I've got my extra water and I've got my extra food, for a couple of months and all that kind of stuff. Be prepared, but also know that this too shall pass. When we look at the history of humanity, the history of this planet, everything is cycles. We go through warm-ups, we go through ice ages, we go through all this stuff, we go through crazy weather, we go through a lot of crazy stuff. Now, a lot of people are saying, oh, well, there's people that are making the crazy weather. Maybe, but it doesn't matter because there's been crazy weather before. Remember the potato famines in Ireland, the Dust Bowl in the Southwest here in the United States. Just to name a couple of things where there have been famine, there has been hardship. It doesn't mean there's not going to be a little bit of hardship, but it does mean with the right consciousness, it's mitigated quite a bit because of carrying the frequency that kind of, in a way, kind of lifts you up and over many of the hardships. And we're kind of at D-Day now, guys, where you guys need to decide, are you going to take the love and light route, or are you going to take the holy hell route? Or any, variation in between. And it doesn't mean, that you're picking this and it's forever. Like I just said, I'm kind of prepping, and this too shall pass, and also the love and light one, And so we need to be really responsible about how we're going to go through this, how we're going to be in this experience, what we're going to do, how we're going to contribute, and how we're not going to contribute. There's that story about a little boy asked his grandfather, who was the chief of their tribe, and the chief was telling them about there are two wolves, and within us there are two wolves. And the little boy said, well, what are these wolves? And the chief said, well, one is anger and jealousy and fear and conflict, and one is peace and harmony and community and sharing. And they're both at war with each other. And the little boy says, well, which one is going to win? And the chief said, well, the one that you feed, the one that you focus on, the one that you put your attention on, and you have that choice. And so that's such a beautiful, hey, Katrina, that's such a beautiful way to look at this, because this is really where we're at. Where are you going to focus your energy? If you're buying into the fear, if you're listening to all the fear mongering and all the crap that's going on out there, and you're like getting emotionally charged with it, well, what you're doing is you're actually amplifying that dimension. You're lending your sacred, holy, divine energy to that story. Is that what you want? Is that where you want your sacred and holy energy to go? Is that what you want to support? And it's really important to look at it that way. Or Do you want your sacred holy energy to support a scenario of peace and love and everybody getting through and everybody being healthy and everybody having, food and homes and, meaningful livelihood and plenty of playtime and healthy relationships and, healthy bodies and all that kind of stuff? We choose which wolf to feed. We are choosing that. There is a thought patterning that really wants to take this powerful energy that we have, you guys paying attention, to help fuel their story, right? Think about it. Or we can say, no, I'm not lending my sacred self to that. I'm lending my sacred self to hope and peace and harmony and healing and goodness and kindness and peace. And I think, hey, LaRonda, every single one of you that are here, that are finding your way here, get what I'm saying and understand that we need to start switching our view to that higher timeline, to that timeline of love and peace and honoring our sacred energy. We're the power here. We are the power. We're the God energy. We were made in the image, right? Everywhere present, everywhere powerful, right here. And that is why drawing our energy out towards something that feeds something that is not wholesome for us is going on big time right now, because we're the power. All right. So where are you going to put your energy? Which dimension are you going to live in from now on? And that's one of the things I wanted to talk about. And then the other one is the Galactic Federation. Yay. Now there is, and these do come together at one point. We are being helped. There are beings, and they are actually our genetic family that are here, that are helping us. Maybe not here on the planet walking around, although it is believed there are many, but that are lending their powerful energy to our success in this. Okay. It comes through in many different things. People are seeing, spaceships in the sky. They're having, telecommunication, telepathy, communication. They're experiencing in lucid dreaming and out of body experiences, communicating with these other species who are here, who really love us. Those of you that work with angels, angels are here. They are beings that were created to be here to help humanity. And they are like 10 hut ready to go right now because they know it's getting squirrely. But they also know, come over here. Let's focus on the love and the light and the peace and harmony. You don't hear angels going, oh, the world's burning down, right? You hear them speaking to us about love and peace and harmony and holding our own and being good to ourselves. There's a lot of messages right now that are coming through the angelic realms that we must turn within. And I think this is a really important message, because if we keep looking out, it's going to scare the crap out of us. I mean, I look on my Telegram, I follow a couple people that kind of talk about some of that stuff. And I get about 5 minutes of scrolling through really quick, just kind of know what's going on so I can talk to you guys about it. To kind of know what's going on, and then I'm out because I'm already going, I can't breathe, or I start feeling exhausted, or I start getting like all ADD. And it's kind of designed that way because it wants to take the energy. That energy wants to drain your good juice off. And we don't want to do that, right? We don't want to do that. And so we have the angels, we have the intergalactics that are here, that are supporting us. And so another thing about all of this is we want to begin to understand that we're not here alone, that we're not humanity by ourselves, and we're victims and subjects of all this craziness. That is actually the opposite. That is what they want you to believe. You are not a victim of anything, but if you lend your energy to, that's what's happening. So draw your energy back, get it back to you, start going within and getting familiar with you. A lot of us don't even know who we are. I can even say that. And I've been doing this work for 20 years. I've been doing, it's cat fur. But I can say that I get distracted. I get caught up in some of the drama, and that's okay. We all do. But the majority of your time, the majority of your effort, the majority of your consciousness, that's where you're going to be manifesting what you're going to be creating and the timeline that you're going to be moving along on. And so, really important to, when you were talking in your inner world, to understand that these angels, these ascended masters, you guys all know how much I love Jesus, Yeshua, and not just the man who walked on the planet, but the Christ that was embodied. Um, and intergalactic families. I'm an intergalactic angel messenger, and I work with Ryobi, and who brings through messages and stuff like that from our intergalactic families too. And they're all real, and they're all a part of us, and you can connect to them most powerfully from within you, from within your inner realms. And that's why we keep getting directed back, oh my God, the world's going crazy, go within. Oh, look what they're doing now. Go within, be within, hold your own. You are the power. You are the God, Goddess, creator. You're the one that's in power, but you got to get back in and be in that power. You can't keep having your energy drawn off and allowing it to be used for what you don't want it to be used for. And it even goes little things like, what stores you visit, where you spend your money, how you live your life. Living living spiritually or living consciously becomes a lifestyle. And it can be really easy to get pulled off of that too, especially now, because there is a concerted effort to grab that energy and to make something that most of us don't want come into reality, because we're creators. It's like, I don't want that crazy reality they're all trying to make us think. I want this love and light and pyramids and rainbows and, everybody happy and healthy and whole. That's where I'm lending my energy. That's when I go within. That's what I visualize. That's what I seek within myself. The visions and the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding, the ancientness that I am. And with that comes angels, archangels, ascended masters, Jesus, Saint Germain, the Melchizedekian councils of light. When I pray, I call upon all of this and all of the many masters, all of the many different beings. And so this Galactic Federation, there's a lot of different information that's coming out. There was a basic Galactic Federation. There now is the Galactic Federation of Worlds. Now, is that a higher aspect of Galactic Federation? Not sure. There's a couple different scenarios that I've heard. I'm not going to be worried about the story, but I do feel that presence. And I do feel that we are being guided and protected, and that we are very much important to beings way beyond this planet, way beyond this universe, way beyond anything that we even have conceived, because we are a part of that federation. We are a part of that individually. Now, humanity as a whole and Mother Earth, we're not in the federations just yet. We speak with them, we communicate with them, we have our place with them. But because we are so dense, and because we still can't even control where our mind goes or what our mind does yet, we can't be led into the Federation, because the Federation oversees like massive amounts of life, right? Light, life, consciousness on many planets, many star systems, and many different universes. And most of humanity is nowhere near ready to step into that, even at the lowest levels, right? But we're being called to get on it now, to really start paying attention to where our minds are, because eventually, we need to step up and join into these galactic federations, especially the Galactic Federation of Worlds. Earth, part of that whole ascension is to ascend into being a part of that overseeing group. And the benefits of that is no more BS. There isn't the wars and the famine and the pain and the struggle, dare I say slavery, that is happening on this planet. When you're part of that, because there are great overseers of great wisdom that don't allow that, where it's not even a possibility, because nobody thinks that way. And that's kind of the 5D reality too, or the new earth, or what this is that we're all hoping for. We need to stop hoping, and we need to start creating it. And so it's important to know our angels, our Galactic Federation of Worlds, they're all working with us. So when you get to that point where, you're like, oh my God, I can't do this by myself, remember that you're not. And there's many of us that are working towards this. There are so many light workers and so many awakened people and so many masters, like even ascended masters on this planet right now, that are holding the light, that are holding the love for everybody, because the whole idea is that all of humanity goes, all of humanity ascends, like no man left behind. But that also is a personal choice, because we live in this experience, this experiment of free will, where I can say, no, I'm going to stay here and be in war. Why would anybody choose that? I don't know. But there's a lot of different reasons that I've heard from people that don't make any sense to me, but that's not where I am, right? That's not where my consciousness is. And so, Araceli, yay. Very cool. So excited to see all y'all on here. Don't be afraid to pop in and say hello. All of this is now coming across my Restream chat, so I'm happy to see that. And thank you guys too. I'm super excited to be using Restream. It looks a little bit different in the background, but I also have some extra tools to use to do this. I'm super, super excited. So that's my little chit chat. Does anybody have any questions about what we're talking about here? Like, has anything come up? Or we can also do little mini readings too. If you guys are ready, if you have a personal question, we can do that too. And it's kind of fun because we're using magical dimension cards, and these cards are really advanced. They're so beautiful, and they talk about a lot of the things that we're talking about here, right? Empowerment. So we're going to be using these cards. So Hillary is asking, what do I need to know for my best and highest good in regards to my finances surrounding my car? See, Hillary knows how to ask a question, guys. Everybody see that? Oh, Sharon. Thank you very much. We do, for spiritual chit chat, we do little chat for the first half hour. And then we do, about 30 minutes, little mini readings or Q&A if you guys have questions. And Julia, thank you, Julia. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe, because there's a lot going on. There's so much good content that's coming out. And the more of you that are interested, and show me you're interested by subscribing, the more I can do, right? And so, cool. So Hillary, best and highest good regarding her finances. Let's see. Oh, Hillary. Oh, right. Okay. So what is coming through for you, Hillary, is pretty much what we're talking about here. Where are you putting your mind? Are you putting it on hopeful, positive, everything is going to turn out? I'm confident that the universe works in my favor. Or are you focusing more of your energy on, oh my gosh, this is a calamity. What am I going to do? Holy crap, that kind of energy. It's super cool, because what's coming, the second card is, remember that you are magical and that you are a co-creator, and that if you can sit down, get into a peaceful space and just daydream your perfect story around that, you can have it. And so what you are being given right now, and this isn't just for this reading, Hillary, but what is it's almost like you're being called to your next level, and you're do good. I know Hillary and I love her dearly. And she's been, doing this work for a very long time. But you're really being called to the next level of make it what you want it to be. And that's what Archangel Michael, it's the magical realms. Make it what you want it to be. It says magical realms, belief, confidence, and co-creative power. Okay. And see this gal? She is standing there in her power, in her pose, and she's putting energy out there into the world, and she's making it happen. We're magicians, and we have got to step back into our magic. And our magic here are emotions and what is our heart. And remember, it's third eye, heart, and belly, right? It's those three chakras and the energies of those chakras that are so important right now. So, Hillary, you didn't get the answer you wanted, but you got the answer you needed. Archangel Michael is saying he's been waiting for you. Okay. He's also saying, Hillary, you are not doing this alone. I am always with you. He's also saying to me, go out and start looking at what you want. And so I don't know if you're getting ready to buy a new car, if you have, need to fix your car. I don't know what the situation is, but it's whatever it is, take that time to daydream your best dream. And I talked about this maybe about a year ago about daydreaming your best dream into reality, and we're back there again. And then another thing is Archangel Michael is saying no worrying. No worrying, Hillary. And this probably is for everybody too, worrying doesn't do anything. Worrying just tells the universe you don't believe in it. Worrying puts out negative energy, and what we put out comes back, right? And so no more worrying, guys. We're powerful, and we need to start creating and from our intuition instead of worrying about it not showing up for us. So Laura wants a reading. Ask a question, babe. How we do this here is ask a question. That's how Archangel Michael wants it. And so just, a question, even what is from my best and highest good, something like that. This is so weird. So Katrina's saying, I've been really scattered as of late. What advice can my guides give me as to where I need to put my focus on? Archangel Michael is saying, Katrina, and I'm going to pull a card on that too. He's saying part of the reason that you're feeling kind of scattered and stuff is because you are shifting vibrationally, and it's literally you're going from a vibration to a vibration, and it takes a while for the brain and the mind to kind of catch up. So don't worry about it. He's saying a little bit more downtime and quiet time for you is important. Also, Katrina, he's saying something about sleep. It's important that you get enough sleep and that you're getting good sleep. And it's important. He's saying almost like going to bed earlier and getting up earlier will help too. And he's saying it's something about the lighting and how the light hits your eye. It's like early morning and dusk are really relaxing, quiet times. And he's saying almost like get out there, get outside during those moments and allow the natural energies of that to relax you and calm you. So if you have an outside place, maybe you could set up a chair and a table and sit maybe at sunrise. I know that's early. I'm like, maybe sunset. And utilize that very vibrant yet calming, peaceful time for you, because a lot for you, Katrina, is we need to get into the calm. The energy you got is awakening, ancient knowledge, memories, and connection. So it's awakening. That's what's happening with you. That's why you're feeling a little scattered, a little pressured, a little it's interesting. I don't want to say tired, but Archangel Michael was talking about sleep. But I want to say almost like weak, maybe, but not like, oh, I'm so weak, but like just not like strong like you usually are. And it's just because you're in this awakening transition, you're up leveling. And remember that you're loved. Remember that your self-talk matters. That's a big one too. And that's actually coming from Archangel Shamuel for you too. So Archangel Shamuel doesn't always pop in, Katrina. So thank you for bringing that beautiful energy in with you. But yeah, rest, quiet, sleep for you is important. So if you're not getting enough sleep, and I kind of have a feeling you might have a living situation where it's maybe hard for you to do that like consistently. But I also want to say sometimes that's when we have to put our foot down and, excuse me, and make it. We have to make that space. It's not necessarily going to happen for us. So Julia, thank you for being here. She is my angel. Oh, Sharon, I don't get to see you often either, girlfriend. So Kimberly. Okay, so Kimberly, some guidance on home and money. All right. So remember, our job as master beings, I'm looking at every single one of you as master beings. We have to remember who we are. We have to remember that we are the power, that we create our reality, and that we can change anything that we don't like. Okay. This is a big, 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 big one. We're moving into Mercury retrograde. We're in between these eclipses. It's go time. It is go time. And so remember who you are. But in that same tone, Archangel Michael is happy to answer your question. Hey, Karen. All right. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. So, Kimberly, they're talking about harmonic resolution. Okay. So, it's harmonic resolution. So, what it is where do you have anger and fear? And what is the other one? Anger, fear, and negativity around this issue with your home and your money. And you're being asked to transmute it using toning, music, frequency, some kind of frequency thing that can be healing, healing of toning forks. It can be crystal bowls. It can be toning, singing, dancing, anything that you can do that brings frequency to you, that helps to calm the mind so that you can then focus on what you want the outcome to be. And here's really cool, a really cool one is you have celestial assistants. They're waiting for you to ask, saying angelic messages, guidance, and enlightenment, which is exactly what you're getting right now. I feel like if you will take this message seriously, Kimberly, and sit down today and use what is coming through today, not just for you, but the whole overlay of the messages today, that you will get exactly what you want. You will get exactly what you want. You'll get exactly what you need. And I'm feeling like literally, if you put the fears and the anger too, it's and I get it. I understand that. And put that away. Give yourself 2 weeks, and do you're going to diet for 2 weeks. You're going to diet and not do anger, fear, worry, anything. You're just going to be in gratitude. Thank you. Thank you that my home is safe and I have all the money that I need. Thank you that the universe is always working in my favor. Thank you for my home. Thank you for the money I do have. Thank you for my shoes, for my clothes, for my family, for my friends. Thank you. Thank you. And 2 weeks, this whole situation will be turned around. Not start turning around, but will be turned around. And then you know what, Kimberly? I want you to email me and tell me how that worked for you, because I feel really, really strong that you're being called into your power right now. 2 weeks. Oh my God. That is so cool. And the angels are saying, ask for us to be there with you. We will amplify everything that you're doing. The universe does work in your favor. So I hope that helps, Kimberly. I hope that helps. Karen, hello, sweetie. Am I awakening more for my highest good? That's a great question. Yes. You are in a point of sanctuary right now. You are healing, finding comfort, faith, and restoration. I don't know if you guys can read that. I'm seeing that it's kind of blurry, what I'm looking at. Yeah. I don't know if it's my camera. Camera, take a picture. Anyways, it's kind of like a Archangel Raphael kind of figure there, but it's angelic, but it's also very like I want to say it's like youthful and revitalizing, but it's that the card is sanctuary and it's healing, comfort, faith, and restoration. So absolutely you are, Karen. Everything that you've been going through has been waking you up to better parts of yourself. And I want to tell you, the better parts of yourself aren't always pretty and beautiful. Sometimes they're your power. Sometimes they are you stomping your foot and saying, no, right? Sometimes that's the beautiful part of you too. So don't be afraid to be you and who you are in all of your glory. All right. So let's see who's next. Laura. What is my best, highest good knowledge for my relationship with my daughter, Chloe? Oh, I love that name, Chloe. I love that name, Chloe. I had, when my daughter was born, I had Scarlett and Chloe for her, and her dad was like, no. I was so bummed. So I love that. Okay, best and highest good. This kind of makes me want to cry. This is really cool. So, Laura, what do you need to know for your best and highest good with your relationship with your daughter? The first card that you pulled is higher perspective. Don't stay focused on the small stuff. Back up and look at the big picture. Look at it from the distance of the cosmos, that she too is awakening, and that it's all working together. But she is experiencing her individual experiences of her awakening, and it's not always going to look like how you want it to be. And so the guidance card is sit in contemplation, use silence, be knowing that all is in divine order, and release control. As a mother, that's the last thing we want to hear. Contemplation. Allow her to do silence too. I'm like, and when I first saw that, Laura, I'm like, I'm not telling her that. And Archangel Michael's like, yeah, you are. But it's silence, knowing that everything's in divine order, and releasing control. Releasing control. Love her where she's at. Love her how she's at. Love her who she is right now. Because that is where she needs you. While she's going through her own individual thing. And I have no idea how old your daughter is, but this works for a 2-year-old, and it works for a 25-year-old, and a 40-year-old, and a 50-year-old, and a 90-year-old. Wherever she is on that spectrum, it really is. It's like, look at this from the higher perspective, and just and know that it's all in divine order. Whew, that makes me nervous saying that, but there you go. Jules, what do I need to know for my best and highest good regarding shifting into more peace, love, and joy? I love it. Ooh, stepping into your divine feminine, young lady. And manifestation. Ooh, this is cool. Okay, so Jules, what is almost like coming up from within you? I feel it like in your belly, and kind of up into your heart is a desire for that part of you that expresses as a priestess, as that divine feminine, of value. And again, it's kind of about magic. This card is so pretty. And it's got a tiger, it's got fairies, it's got this beautiful scenario on it. where it really is about, it's the divine feminine for you. And that divine feminine, it's not about being a girly girl, getting your nails done. It's about power, and it's about being in your very best and taking care of you. And if getting your nails done is part of that, cool, because mine aren't done, but they're going to be later today. Um, it's like that rare. But it really is about stepping into that divine feminine. And then the next card for you, Jules, is manifestation, prosperity, fortune, and pure intentions. Pure intentions. Where are you? Where are you? What are you doing? Where are you? How are you feeling? Are you in the divine feminine, which is receiving from the universe? I am open to receive from the universe. Everything is okay. I'm open to receive. What does the universe have to show me? That's what you're being called to. That's what you're being called to, Jules. I love it. That is so cool. That's kind of for everybody. Great question, Jules. Thank you. And then LaRonda, I feel like I'm missing something. For my highest good. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You just have three cards pop out. So, LaRonda, for you too, this card of sanctuary, healing, comfort, faith, and restoration. Okay. I feel almost like you're healing from something. I don't feel like you're missing something. I feel like it's more that you're not, it's like you're not sinking in. You're not relying on the in. And this is cool because now you have the card of the Ice Queen. Now we always think of Ice Queen as negative. It's like, mm-mm-mm. Remember the movie Frozen where she was like, bam, stepping into that? But it's introspection, self analysis, and fortitude. You're not missing anything. You're just not taking the time to move into self as deeply as you need. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? There's a lot of power in you, honey. You're very, very powerful. And then the next card that you got, because you got three of them jumped out for you, is destiny. It's divine purpose, passion, and service. And I feel like that this is probably something that either you are seeking or like actively seeking where you are in this, or this is what's coming up for you. So you got a lot going on. It really is. You are in a healing place right now. There's something about what you're doing that is very much about healing, and healing can happen in a lot of different ways, but you're really being asked to go within, be in that inner realm, listen to your inner self, listen to your inner power, take care of you. Um, and also, I feel like I want to tell you to dance and sing and move your body. I feel like I want you to move your body. Dancing, twirling, yoga, whatever you're doing. It's like make sure you're getting enough of that as well. Self expression through creativity is another thing too for you. So I hope that helps, LaRonda. I hope that helps you. There, hello. Vera's saying, I've been trying to jump timelines and think I spoke to my future self. Did I? Am I evolving spiritually or just fooling myself? You never fool yourself, for one thing. I have people ask that a lot. It's like, am I just making this up? Feels like it, but no, you're not. Because we don't make anything up. Everything is already in existence. We don't make anything up. What you're doing is you're tapping into something. So Vera, I'm asking Archangel Michael, straight up question. Yes, you. Yeah, you did. The card that came up was inspirational creation, and the card is the alchemy. So yeah, you're learning. You're learning how to communicate multidimensionally. Very good. Very good. Yeah. I'd love to hear how you're doing that. I'd love to hear how you're doing that. That's so cool. I'm just getting ready to take a lucid dreaming class, and it's going to be fun. It's kind of the same thing. So I hope that helps, Fair. Yes, you did. You are evolving spiritually and you're not fooling yourself. But because the way we experience this unseen world is through the mechanism of what we call the imagination. And so we're so programmed to think if we feel this particular process that, oh, I'm making that up. It's imagination. Oh, it's so silly, right? It's not. It's the portal through which the unseen world, God, Goddess, Creator, Spirit communicates to us. And so right now, when we have that feeling, when we receive these things, it feels like we're making it up, and it makes us worried because we've been shamed for the imagination for a very long time, especially girls. And so this is your superpower. If it feels like you're making it up, you are on target. And this message is for everybody because we are moving into interacting with the unseen world, including our intergalactic families, angels, masters, spirits that are all a part of who we are. And it is going to feel like we're making it up. And we have to let go of the shame and the guilt and the blame that is around using your imagination. The imagination is a portal. It isn't a frivolous thing. Ta-da! And I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Oh, Hillary, you're welcome, honey. You're welcome, honey. So Sharon is saying, how can I get my spiritual connection back again? It seems good question. Let me explain to you what's going on with that. The frequencies are changing so much that how you used to connect isn't, it's not that it isn't working anymore, but it's different now. So it doesn't feel the same. And so it feels like you are not connected. You're always connected because you are spirit, you are soul, you are God. You're always connected, but you're not feeling it because the frequencies are changing so much that it's like what you're used to tapping into. It doesn't feel like it's there because the frequencies have changed. The way you get that feeling of spiritual connection again is to understand that everything you're trying to connect to is inside of you, not outside of you. Isn't that cool? It's inside of you. So when you're trying to connect to the inner, connect to your heart, connect to that soul part within your heart that is always there. The eyes are the window to the soul, and the heart is the gateway. The heart is the doorway to the soul. Go into your heart with your imagination and find that door and open it up and let your soul in. It's all inside. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Hi, Katrina. Yeah, good. Good. I'm glad that helps. Hi, Dawn. I'm so sorry. Oh, Dawn is saying put her beautiful little puppers of 14 years to sleep this morning. I'm so sorry. I love Wesley. He's my little buddy too. Yeah. Dawn, right now, Archangel Michael is saying the best way to get back to joy is to be right where you are. He's saying don't run away from your feelings. Your feelings are important. They're valid. And it's important that you be in them so that you don't just kind of bypass it. So you don't be like, okay, I got to get through this. I got to get through this. It hurts. Sit in the pain. Oh, I hate to even say that. I hate that, but it's Archangel Michael is saying you will naturally get back to joy if you give yourself the permission to be right where you are right now. And then he's saying, pull a card. The card you got is Utopia, peace, serenity, and paradise. Be okay with where you're at right now. You don't like it. It doesn't feel good. It's effing painful. But sit in it, cry through it. Stop trying to get out of it. Let yourself feel what you're feeling. This is one of the things that we have done in the past that has been very much to our detriment, is we don't like something, so we get away from it as fast as we can. And of course, because it sucks and it hurts. But the most healthiest thing we can do is sit with the pain, feel the pain, acknowledge the pain, talk to the pain. Thank you, pain, for showing me how much I love Wesley. Not loved because he's still around, but how much I love Wesley. Thank you for showing me how much I love him. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And this will help you get through it. And Dawn, you've done so much work for so long in this. And this is, you're going to get through this really quick, but do it the right way. Don't run away from the pain. Be in the pain and honor it and know it to be something that's very sacred. Whew. I hope that helps you. I've got something here. I don't know what this is. Someone asked the question, but it's sitting here hide. So yeah, pull that off of there. Okay, so Linda's saying, did I have a near-death experience and not remember it when they brought me back? I'm getting yes. Not everybody remembers a big thing, though. I would suggest probably doing some hypnotherapy if you can, because that could take you back to that. But I'm getting, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. I don't feel like you had like the full on, like really leaving the body and moving. But really leaving the body is going to our inner sanctuary, but really that experience of leaving the body. But it was a near death experience. And there was some occurrences. There was an experience. I feel almost like you met with Jesus. I would do some hypnotherapy around that, Linda. I think that'd be super cool. It'd be super cool. That's a great question. Thank you. All right, Madison. I have a decision I need to make. I'm leaning towards something. Is there anything I need to hear that I'm not hearing or paying attention to? Hey, Beth and Biney. Nice to see you here. Super cool. Madison, anything you need to know? Ooh. Breakthrough. This is your card. It's called Breakthrough. Take a leap of faith. Enjoy your freedom. New beginnings. It's got Sedona, magical Sedona. It's got the pyramid there. You're really being supported in whatever this is that you're doing. Yeah, you're really being told almost like take a leap of faith. Take a leap of faith. Be free to be where you want to be, right? Love to hear what that is. A lot of times people ask these cryptic kind of questions, and I'm like, I want to know. That's just my curious nature. It's why I do what I do. You're welcome, Kimberly. Yeah, aren't these cards beautiful? You're welcome, Karen. Bethan. See, Kimberly. Oh, my necklace. This one it's clay, and then it's got a Lemurian quartz in it, quartz point. Isn't that pretty? It does kind of look like it would have moldavite up there, doesn't it? Love it. Thank you. Thank you for noticing. Yeah. And Laura, remember that, when you get readings and these short little things, you're going to get what spirit wants you to know, but really to look deeper, it's so important. Oh, my computer is, yikes. It's really important, to really look at it. You'd want to get a full reading, but spirit will give you, a quick little scenario on that. So I'll hold you in my prayers too. So let's see. You're welcome, Laura. Oh, thank you, Jules. And actually, if this is Jules that came to my class the other day, who's also known as love and sunlight and awesomeness, want to let you know that we're going to be shifting that silly platform that I do my classes on, and we're going to be moving over to a much more integrative situation. So, and that's for everybody. I teach classes. I've been using a platform called Learn It Live, and it just isn't doing what I need it to do. And so we are getting ready to move it over probably to Kajabi, that has a lot more things happening, and have a lot more to offer you guys too. So hopefully you'll all come and do classes with me when we get that set up. Because this other one, I had people come and take classes, and Jules, if you're the Jules I think you are, you were one of the ones that like they kept throwing her off. I was like, no, I'm not putting up with that. So anyways, very good. You're welcome, welcome. Oh yeah, shadow work. Gotta do the shadow work. So Lynn. So Lynn is saying, did I have an NDE that I don't remember when I was brought back 10 years? Oh, okay, so that's when we just, yeah, and you know what, Lynn, remember that not everybody has the big, crazy experience. If you didn't have it, it doesn't mean that you missed anything. You can still move into those lessons from your inner sanctuary by going within and asking the questions, what happened? And hypnotherapy helps with that too. And I offer hypnotherapy. I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist. If I can help you at all, let me know. But yeah, Dana, I hope you're feeling better. Yay. Oh, and Dana, we're going to get a much better starting beginning of June. We're going to have a way better system. It's going to be so cool. But we're in the figuring it out now. So love us while we're changing. Yeah, absolutely, LaRonda, right? Yep. So let's see. Oh, very good. See there, that's perfect, right? That's perfect. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you. Very cool. You guys are so awesome. Yeah, thank you, Dana. That's so sweet. And thank you, everybody, sending your love to Dawn with losing her little baby puppers. You're welcome. And also, guys, remember, I am on YouTube every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Pacific time. And get over there and subscribe so you get notified, because I'm starting to set these up ahead of time so you guys can find out when I'm on. I'm getting my act together. So very cool. Oh, yay, Jules. Awesome. Awesome. And Jules, we had a couple other people that had the same problem you were having. So it was the system. That's why I went after you had the problems, and then the next week we had another person. We had Lillian had problems, and I just said, I'm done. I'm not giving any more of my precious students this experience with that platform. So we're going to be moving over to something that's a lot more comprehensive. It's called Kajabi. I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to be moving to. And it's just got so much more, and it just has so much more to offer, and it's been around forever. And it even just getting in and working through the systems, just looking at stuff is just smooth, where that other one is like click, wait, and I'm done. So that's what we're doing, Jules. It's going to be okay, man. Yeah, and Sharon, I'm also changing some of the class times as well. So thank you for saying that. Thank you good. Vera saying Kajabi is great. Awesome. Yeah, and some of the classes, the Friday class, I'm going to be moving to. I have a Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific. I'm going to be moving it to Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific. So I think that's going to make it a lot more usable for everybody too. I'm not good at night. And so he kept avoiding, and it's like, you know what? I don't even start my working or anything until 10 a.m. I can handle staying up until 8. So thank you guys for being here. We're a little bit over our 5 o'clock, but this has been wonderful. And I'm so grateful that you guys are all here. And I'm happy, that I'm using this restream, that we can use this. Because one of the things that's so great about this is I can see all the chat everywhere that we're streaming out there. I can see all the chats coming in. And that way I can answer everybody. Because a lot of times when I'm on YouTube and then I go and then there's people that were on like my Facebook page that were all asking questions that basically got ignored. And I don't like that. I like to talk to everybody and send you guys love. And I just love to see everybody here. And I love this. I just think it's so fun. Oh, cool, Nancy. Cool, Nancy. We're just getting ready to sign off. So blessings to everybody. Remember what we were talking about. We need to go within, watch which wolf you're feeding, right? The negative wolf or the positive wolf. And your energy, your attention is sacred. Share it with great consciousness, okay? Put your life force energy where you want to grow, not where you want to get rid of. That is one of the biggest messages that I can bring to anybody right now, is where are you paying attention? Because that's what's going to grow for you. And a lot of times it's hard because it's like, I'm doing good. Oh, I'm doing good. Oh, hey, look at that. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm good. I'm good. Oh, squirrel. We all do it. We all do it. I even do it. I've been meditating for over 20 years. So give yourself a break, but do start paying attention. Do start paying attention. So I love you guys. We will see you next week, next Tuesday. Oh, I turned my mic. Next Tuesday at 4 p.m. Pacific time. And you can always catch up with me on Facebook. I've got a beautiful little Facebook groups called Soulful Living Tribe. You guys are welcome to come on over. My business page is Intuitive Michele Amburgey. I also stream over there. And setting up new classes, getting all that ready to show off to you guys. So I love you. Thank you for being here. And thank you for being here like in a big way too on the earth right now. Every single one of you are absolutely gorgeous. And I mean that your guts. Your guts are gorgeous. Your innards are gorgeous. Your intuition, your sacred and holy self are gorgeous. Remind yourself of that. Remind yourself of that because it's the truth. Would I lie to you? I love you guys. See you next week.